Hello everyone, my name is Lina Wen. I'm assistant professor at Georgia Southern University. Today, I would like to talk to you about our recently published paper titled Scalability in Platforms for Local Groceries, an examination of indirect network economies. This is a joint work with Professor Elliot Robinovich and Professor Timothy Richards at Arizona State University. Our work is motivated by consumers' lack of efficient and direct access to local foods. Consumers' current access to local foods have been limited to a roadside stand or subscription-based box or weekly farmers markets. None of these options are sufficient or efficient to meet consumers' increasing demand for local foods. This explains why out of 2 million farms in the US, only 8% of farms are currently participating in these direct-to-consumer channels, while the rest of the 92% of farms are still distributing the products through a much longer supply chain. So there's a lot of room to grow to help those 92% of farms or close to 2 million farms to be directly connected to consumers through a shorter supply chain. We're interested in a platform model for local groceries and whether these type of platforms is economically viable by connecting more local vendors to consumers. How these platforms work is after consumers place an order from a variety of local vendors through the platform will arrange pickup from these local vendors and consolidate those ordered products by order before delivering them to consumers' doorstep or community pickup point. As the platform connects local vendors on one side and consumers on the other, the scalability or the growth potential of the platform depends on its ability to accumulate enough demand from consumers, at the same time accumulate enough demand for distribution from local vendors. So we're investigating the scalability of the platform through the lens of indirect network economies, or the positive cross-side externalities. Whether we say there's a growth on one side of the platform will lead to growth on the other side, therefore a larger growth on both sides of the platform. More importantly, we cannot ignore the potential negative externalities in the growth of the platform. That is, on the cross side, when adding too many local vendors could increase search frictions for consumers and reduce consumers' purchases from the platform. For the same side, adding too many local vendors could increase the marginal cost of distribution for the platform and increase the operating costs. These negative externalities could hinder the strength of indirect network economies and put the limit to the growth of the platform. To address these research questions, we conducted a structural analysis based on consumers' transaction data and also supply provision data from local vendors. What we found is that online grocery platforms are economically viable, evidenced by the strength of indirect network economies. In other words, the local grocery platform may address the concerns of concentration in the food industry and improve the long-term resilience of the food supply chain. However, we also found significant negative externalities that reveals an economic limit to the growth of the platform. It shows that it is important for managers to consider both cross-site and same-site negative externalities in scaling up the platform. By doing so, the platform can provide an opportunity for more local vendors to market their inventories on the platform outside of the traditional grocery channels. This research was funded by a grant provided by USDA. If you're interested in reading more about this paper, please refer to the full paper on the PALMS website. Thank you very much for watching.